Here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. Mic check, doubles. Mic check. Are we live? Are we live? Mic check 1, 2. Doubles, you there? You there? Doubles, are you there? Doubles, are you there? Hey, yo, doubles. Yo, where you at, doubles? Oh, hey, oh. Oh, Serengeti specialist with the coffee. Thank you. The banana. Having my little snack. I'm having my snack, I'm telling you. Little banana. I got audio. Let's go, baby. The banana. Yummy. Yummy. Yo, what's up? It's Coach Nick Money. In the house with the indelible one, the one, the only DBL Nicks in the house. The Rainmaker, baby. The Rainmaker. Who was watching him this morning at 8:30 in the morning. Calling out banger after banger after banger. Yes, indeed. Got his degree in bangernomics. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And, of course, we called ARMP in the Discord at $5.95. And, of course, it went up to $16.34. Click the link in the description to join the Discord. Get the scanners. Get everything. Get the news. Get all the tools you need and a supportive community to boot. $9.99 for the trial. Go ahead and take advantage of it. Click the link in the description. Follow us on YouTube at Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money. And, of course, doubles. X.com. A.K.A. Twitter. Follow us there. At Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money. Of course, there's going to be plenty of financial news content, plenty of pre-market, regular hours and after hours, micro cap and small cap activity, including technical analysis, including news, and much, much more. So go ahead and follow us at Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money on X.com, a.k.a. Twitter, and on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. We're also at Coach Nick Money. We also live stream on Twitch at Coach Nick Money. And we're also on TikTok at DBL Nicks. At DBL NICKS. And the screen name is Coach Nick Money. And of course, make sure you got your notifications on. Oh my God. This lunch. Oh my. It's so good. Let's get a share party going on. If you're new to the Power Play show, let me tell you a little bit about how Power Play works. So there's a lull usually between the busyness of the early market and the power hour, which starts at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So what we do is we decompress with a little bit of play, Fortnite play, and we also get ready for Power Hour, the power portion of the Power Play, by analyzing the top movers and checking out which ones we like for the possibility of some kind of a continuation during Power Hour, baby. Right on. And we invite our beautiful, indelible friends in the audience to come and join us. So we're going to go over a couple of stonks in a few seconds. We're going to wait until we get to about 100 folks in the audience. So share it up. I'm going to have my banana because you got to have your banana. Your banana's got potassium in it. Yummy. Oh, my. Yummy. And basically, let's share it up, and I'll get ready to go over some of these stonks. Let's take a look at some of these stonks. Doubles, what do you think? Yay. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We got the Serengeti specialist here. She just walked in with the coffee. Serengeti specialist, why don't you give him a hey? And give him a growl, because you're ready to go get an ABCD bull pattern for them. Go! Oh, they can't hear that. Oh, my, that's scary. That sounds like a vicious kitty cat. I'm just saying. Huh. All right. Let's take a look at ARMP. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Parabolic runner, ARMP, pulled back after a massive run. Massive run. We caught it at $5.95, DBL moms. I'm just saying. I don't want to brag or nothing. But the early bird gets the cash. Forget about the worm. Let the scrubs get the worm. They could have the worm, no problem. The early bird gets the cash, baby. The cash. So let's go ahead and put a little graffiti line up here. Right over here is where we got it. Right about over here. Let me move it up just a hair. Let me move it up. Right there. That's where we caught it. Right there. And it hit a high. It hit a high. $16. $16.34. That was the run, baby. That was the run. That's nice, man. That's nice, Doubles, you know? Yeah. Almost a 300% run from when we caught it. I'm just saying. Yes, sir. Let's take a look at this ARMP. Let's check it out. It's currently up only 163%. It pulled back really, really aggressively. Up 163%. It's Armata Pharmaceuticals shares are trading higher after the company announced results from its recently completed Phase 2A disarm study of APSA02 as a potential treatment to complicated Staphylococcus aureus bacteremia. What's up? DH, I bought it at 110. Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's off the charts. That's off the charts. Good deal. VWAP right now, VWAP is right around here, right over there. I would say $9 and change. Yeah, right. $9.49. Let's go ahead and put the VWAP on it. VWAP would be right around $9.49, right over here, right there. That's VWAP, right? $9.49. Where is it? Right there. Right there. Right there. Roughly, right around here somewhere. That's where the VWAP is, right there. Ah, there it goes. Let me lower that just a hair. Right there. There's your VWAP right there. So that is the story. It pulled back quite aggressively. But it did have a beautiful run, so we have to make a notable mention of it. It's a heavier floated stock at 11 million float, volume 5 million, but it still took off quite aggressively. And you can see these gaps in between the price action. That usually indicates that there has been halt after halt after halt. So if you didn't catch it early, it would have been quite difficult to basically get in during these halts, because as soon as the stock opened up from the halt, it would jump up to another halt, and so on and so on and so forth. So that is ARMP pulling back quite aggressively now. Heavier float. You could see that the RSI was very heavily in the overbought area. Now it's heading south to the oversold area. It's still in mid-rift, and it can continue to keep going down, and it's kind of pretty scary because it went straight up, and now it's coming straight down, and the last major candle in volume is a big, disgusting red candle. So that is the situation currently with ARMP, but it is, again, 1:38 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we still got a lot of time before power hour kicks in. We got an hour and 22 minutes before power hour. So hopefully some volume can come in and ARMP can resuscitate. If the question is, what is VWAP? It's the volume weighted average. So it is a moving indicator that uses volume as well as price action to determine a moving average, and it is the purple line over here. If that's what the question is, I think that might be the question. What is the VWAP? Not where's the VWAP, but I'm not sure. But if that's what it is, I just gave you the explanation. And basically, as a rule of thumb, VWAP, price action under VWAP tends to be bearish. Price action above VWAP tends to be bullish. But what I like to do is I like to have several indicators that I use to get confluence. Confluence basically means that you're basically gathering information. It's deductive reasoning, basically. So you're like Sherlock Holmes, right? You look at different indicators, put them together, and make an assessment as to whether or not a stock is worthy of your attention or not. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about, Doubles. That sounded pretty good, no? Yeah, why not? All right, let's go to BENF. BENF also quite parabolic, currently up 118%. BENF, let's go take a look at it. BENF, let's go look at it. It is a 9 million float stock, 262 million in volume. So it got a lot of volume, a lot of activity. Help me with BNF analysis, please. My idea is that if it will break the 115, it will pop. You know what? You never know, but that is definitely a resistance area. So let's go ahead and set up some resistance and some support areas. Let's go on a 5-minute chart. It'll be a little bit cleaner, and we can take a look. So there's a couple things that I'm seeing right off the bat. The price action is above the VWAP. I like that. Okay, but I'm also aware of the fact that right now it's 1:40 in the afternoon, and it's going to be a much lighter volume type of a time period. So I'm aware of that. I'm looking at the RSI, which basically kind of validates the fact that we're in a lull right now, because the relative strength index is in the middle of the RSI. So it's neither overbought nor is it oversold. And we can see that the volume candles themselves have diminished significantly. What I like about the price action on BENF is that, in fact, it is above the VWAP, which is right over here. The volume weighted average is around $1.02 right over here. So let's go ahead and put a graffiti pencil line over there. And if you're liking the show, go ahead and share it up. Let's get more folks in here. We had over 10,000 folks earlier this morning with DBL Nicks. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get thousands of folks in here as well. Let's go, baby. So if you're not aware of the fact that we have an 8:30 in the morning show, 8:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, just as a heads up, Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. into the open is the Microcap Morning Show, where we're watching microcaps and small cap stocks with DBL Nicks, the brain maker, and the Serengeti specialist, pouncing on all kinds of parabolic plays, including her favorite, the ABCDs. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So go ahead and set the notifications. We had well over 10,000 folks watching on the various platforms that we stream. I want to thank y'all. That is the highest we've had. We've had a lot, but that was like really, really high. So that's kind of awesome. Let's get a share party and get some thousands in here as well. Let's go. Okay, so back to BENF. So BENF basically is above the VWAP. I like that. The 9 EMA, which is a shorter moving average and more reactive, is on the top. So if the 9 EMA is above the VWAP, that generally is more of a bullish pattern. And if the 9 EMA and the VWAP are tight together, in other words, very close, which they are, okay, that's also good, because it means that the price action on the 9 EMA is not too extended. Usually, as the price action starts to extend itself further away from the VWAP, what'll end up happening is it'll eventually lose juice, and because it's a shorter moving average, it will drop a lot faster. Jury wants to know, can you make the chart bigger? Sure. Let's see. How about that? Okay, we can't make it much bigger because it's holding that quadrant. So what I could do is I can make it spread it out a little bit more. Can you see that? Is that a little bit better for you? All right, that should be a little bit better for you. All right, so let me go and spread it out a little bit more, and now you can see the chart a little bit better. Okay, let's go ahead and create a trend line. You can see that the general trend is still moving upward on this price action, which is good. And in reality, what's also happening is it's forming what would look like a bull pennant right over here, right? We can basically go ahead and show that it is a bull pennant. So it's not necessarily validated that it's going to break out of the bull pennant, but if it holds this trend line up here as support and ultimately breaks through this resistant line up here, we could have a move upward. Okay, let's go ahead and shrink this just a hair so that I can give you some key levels of support and resistance with the Fibonacci retracement. So let's go take a look at that. All right, CCCF also wants BENF. All right, we're working on that one right now. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put the Fibonacci retracement out so that we have key levels of support and resistance. So now we have that. Okay, so we know that volume has dipped. We know that we're in a lull. We're waiting for power hour to come back in so that there will be more volume in the overall market, and hopefully BENF will benefit from that. We can see that the RSI is indifferent, is in the middle. It's not overbought, not oversold. Makes sense. A lot of people are having lunch right now. There's not that much attention going on. We see that a bull pennant has formed. It needs to break this particular bull pennant. We can see that the price action is sitting just under a resistance area of $1.09. It's above the VWAP, which is at around $1.02, and it's still above the 9 EMA. What we want to see is a break of this resistance area at around $1.09, and if it can break with volume, the next resistance area is going to be at around $1.22. And you can see from the pennant, the $1.22 also potentially forms a double top, which is a bear pattern. So it's going to need more volume to break through there, and then it'll probably have resistance on this diagonal line somewhere around $1.32, and then ultimately $1.45. But the key is going to be volume. It needs volume. The stream quality is only 720p, so maybe put the chart on bottom half. Why do we have only 720p on YouTube? Do you know why that is? I don't know how to put the chart on the bottom. Do you? We'll do that on the next stream. I don't really know how to do that, so we'll have to do that on the next show. Sorry about that, my friend, but I will try to talk you through what I'm seeing over here, so if that's helpful for you. Okay. The main thing, bottom line, is the price action's above the VWAP. We want the price action to continue above the VWAP, and we want to see volume come in. Right now, the volume is not really there. There has been a lot of volume throughout the day, 263 million in volume, and the float is 9 million. So there's been a lot of volume, but you could see over here where the volume candles are that the volume has dipped, and we're waiting for power hour to come in. So power hour is going to be an indicator as to whether or not there's going to be enough volume coming in to push this price action up. Now, what I am seeing is that the the RSI is starting to dip downward, and because it's starting to dip downward, there's the possibility that the price action could potentially break below VWAP, which is this green line over here. But we'll keep an eye on it. BENF, we're going to keep an eye on it. It is in a bull pennant. It needs volume to push it along, and we'll go back to BENF in a little while. Let's go to YYAI. This is a really inexpensive stock, so it's going to be super, super duper volatile. YYAI. And come on, what's going on? Chart, come on, chart. Come on, chart. Come on, chart. Let's click into it. Let's go, baby. All right. What's going on with this chart right here? Let's see. Let's take a look at this one. All right. So what we got over here on this particular stock, let's take a look at the specifics on YYAI. Currently at around 16 cents. Awesome. You got it. If you need clarification, I could talk you through it if you're not able to see it. Okay. Because really the chart's a nice visual, but understanding the concepts is what helps me the most. The visuals help without a doubt. Okay, let's take a look at YYAI. This is a really inexpensive stock, so it's going to be super volatile. There's going to be a lot of drops and pops that happen with these type of stocks. I'm not particularly interested in trading it per se, but we will take a look at it. First things first, what I see here is a double top, which ultimately caused a flush. So let's go ahead and draw that right after that. So here's a top right here. And we have another top right next to it over here. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. And it resulted in what would typically happen with a bearish pattern, a drawdown. And the drawdown actually went below VWAP. VWAP right now is at around 16 cents. The price action is just below VWAP. The 9 EMA has actually curled and is moving towards the VWAP. So this is the beginning of a bullish pattern and a recovery. But you're going to have significant resistance as you move closer to the VWAP. The jury says, I don't like YYAI. It seems like a Chinese scam or something. The volume made me sense. I was in this at 20 a few weeks ago. Hundreds of bots were spamming it on the subreddits. People lost a lot. 100%. I don't like these type of tickers either. They tend to be a really nasty trap for retail investors, especially for new retail investors that are oftentimes attracted to very inexpensive stocks. But generally speaking, anything under $1 or $1.50 tends to get manipulated quite a bit. And then when you start getting below 50 cents or even 75 cents, the manipulation can be real significant. So unless you're really in tune with this type of trading, it's kind of scary for a lot of folks. Now, don't get me wrong, I've traded penny stocks, but there's got to be something more than just just hype behind it. And I don't make it a general practice to do it. But what we have right now is the price action is trying to pierce through the VWAP. VWAP is going to be a significant resistance. It's forming what looks like a potential cup and handle, but it's going to need to get volume to break through this particular area. And you can see it's failing at this point. And again, it makes sense because we have a long way to go before power hour actually starts. We have about an hour and 11 minutes before power hour starts. And quite frankly, I don't love this particular stock. Even though there are certain things that would show that it potentially could break out. Yep, that's right, Jerry. You're right. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Yeah, so that's the story with this. Let's go ahead and move on to some other tickers that we can look at. Let's look at BNBX. And let me get myself some coffee. All right, so BNBX is forming a pennant formation, but I don't really love the way it's looking right now. It needs volume. It needs volume. Let's take a look at some of the specifics. Let's go ahead and check out what the scanner is showing. So one thing that I do like about it is the float is very, very light, 519 thousand shares. So I like to call that a micro mini float. A micro mini float, sub 1 million. So even 1 million is very light, but anything under a million is super light. So if it'll go up fast and it'll also drop very fast, and you could see that that is exactly what happened over here. So it has formed a pennant. Let's go ahead and draw that pennant with the graffiti pencil. Let's go and do that. Okay. Let's check it out. I'm pronouncing it right. Okay. It's a Dutch name. Let's go, baby. All right. Excellent. Well, welcome from Holland. I guess you're from Holland, right? Or Amsterdam, right? Or Netherlands, or one of those countries, right? Being Dutch. Welcome. Welcome from the US, Florida, baby. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So it formed a pennant. The price action is struggling to stay above VWAP. VWAP is at about $5.36. You can see there's a lot of pop and dropping over here. So I don't really particularly trust the stock. It is currently up 59 cents. I'm sorry, 59% at $5.41%. There's a lot of volume on it. 51 million, but not right at this moment. Not right at this moment, right? So we'll have to see what happens. It does have a bull pennant. We'll see what happens with it. But this type of a situation where you have a top wick that's this high and a red candle bumping down, holy moly, man. Must be pretty late now, right? In Europe, right? You're about what, 6-7 hours ahead of us, 8 hours ahead of us. It's right now. It's about 10 minutes to 2 o'clock. So what is it over there? About 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock? Let me know. I'm just curious. Just curious. So that's basically what we have. We could also see that the RSI is midfield as well, and we can see that the volume candles are kind of diminished as well. So we'll keep an eye on it simply because it has a bull pennant, but it's not necessarily. Holland is a province in the Netherlands. I'm not from Holland, but every person from Netherlands is Dutch, not to confuse it with Deutsch, which is German. Right. That's right. That's right. Then I think there's like high Dutch and low Dutch or something like that, right? The different regions, right? Okay. 1952 military time over there. So it's about 7:52, almost 8 o'clock in the evening. Wow. I'm glad you're joining us. It's this late in the evening and you're joining us. Thank you so much, brother. Welcome, 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 man. Welcome, welcome from the sunny skies of Florida, brother. God bless you. Got to make our way to the Netherlands at some point. I actually was there during a plane stopover many, many years ago. Absolutely gorgeous. They had the tulips and the windmills and everything as we were flying in. Beautiful place. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, so that's the story with BNBX. Not particularly loving it. SBEV caught a lot of attention. This is, I believe, if I remember correctly, this is a beverage company. This stock has run in the past. It has run in the past. Let me go ahead and refresh this so we can get the chart a little bit more activated over here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. South of Netherlands. Excellent, brother. God bless you, bro. That's awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, man. Really appreciate it. All right, let's take a look at SBEV. So SBEV, I'm going to go into a longer time frame because this stock did go parabolic several months ago. I remember it going parabolic because we were talking about it and we had it on a watch list, and then not immediately after we were talking about it. We were talking about it as a swing play back then, but shortly after that, it went parabolic. So let's go to daily chart and take a look at it, and you could see exactly what I'm talking about. But you could see that it has been selling off ever since then. And there goes, this is a 1-year chart, folks. So look at that jump right there. That's the day that it went parabolic and went up to $113. And you know what they say, right? What comes up must go down, right? So now it's trading at $2 and change, $2.69, something like that. But this stock actually went parabolic way back when, which was in March. It was March of this year, right? And we were talking about it the beginning of March, end of February, just before this happened, right? So now it's up again today, 42%, but of course the price is significantly lower. So I just wanted to show you how these stocks can go parabolic, bounce up, and then come flying down just as quickly. You made 12K on BYND. Let's go, baby. Good for you. Locking in the profits before it crashes. I love that. You know, eventually the gamma squeezes and the short squeezes come to an end, right? So the key in this game is to always lock in your profits, and I am proud of you, bro. That is so smart. That's the way to do it. Lock in your profits. Let's go, baby. Indelible's winning. I love it. I love it. I don't like it. I love it, folks. I love hearing that. That is awesome. Awesome. I love it. I love it. Yeah, so that was a nice win for a lot of people, and I'm glad because retail deserves a break. We deserve a break because it could be challenging at times. So the key is to take money off the table. Don't gamble. That's a great way to blow up your market. Your account. If you gamble, you can blow up your account. You don't want to do that. So you got nothing wrong with locking in profits. You can't lose money if you lock in profits. You know what I mean? You can't lose money if you lock in profits, right? So you got to treat it like a business. You can't just shoot from the hip. Okay, so let's take a look currently at SBEV, what's going on with it. So we can basically see that it's forming what looks like a potential descending wedge bull reversal pattern. Let's go ahead and do that right over here. So we can see a potential descending wedge bull pattern over here forming. Okay. Price action is struggling to get above VWAP. So let's go ahead and get the green line set up. The green line set up for the VWAP so we can see it more clearly. It's at around $2. VWAP is about $2.75-ish, right around there. Right there. That's where VWAP is. And we can see that the price action is just below that. Yep, I learned that for sure. At one point, I was at 15K profit, but I was greedy and waited too long. Yeah, but you were smart enough to get out. You know what? That's okay. That's okay. And you know what? There's going to be other runners. Last week, we called in the Discord, we called SBRP, right? What was it? SPRB. SPRB. And we called it at, I don't remember the exact price, but it basically ran up. We called it just before the run up, and it went up 1,630%. I think we initially found it on our scanners. It was only up 37%. 37%. Okay. The next day, GLTO ran up 856%, and we caught that one early as well. And then the market went dry and nothing was moving, right? So you got to stick and move and lock the profits. I love that. I love that you did lock in the profit and you saw that things were dipping and you didn't wait for, you didn't wait for it to turn around and all that other stuff. I don't like to trade like that. I don't like to trade like that at all. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We actually have a video in our X.com that shows the actual movement in our Discord on that particular stock. We have stuff like that all the time. Yesterday we had Nerve. So in addition to BYND being called several times in the Discord, we also called NERV, and that stock went up 362%. All right. And we caught that super early as well. So that's part of what we do in the Discord. And we're sharing some of this stuff right now on social media so you guys can check it out. All right. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Did Benny send a message? Because I don't see it. It looks like Benny sent the message, but I can't see the message. Is there a message in there?
Posted the stream.
Oh, he reached. Thank you very much, Benny. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for reposting. Appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. Thank you. We got almost 1,000 folks in here. Let's get a share party going on. Let's get to over 1,000. Let's do it, baby. All right. So back to SBEV. So we know that SBEV has had parabolic moments. I'm not saying that that's, past performance is going to give you a repeat, but we know that this stock does have that parabolic potential, and it also has eyes on it as well. So let's see what's going on with it. Can you pull up SBEV? Let's see what's going on with it. Sure. We can see that SBEV has only a 1 million float, which is super light, and it has 37 million in volume today. So it has changed hands several times, and the news is that it's been trading higher after the chief financial officer, a guy named William Devereux, reported a 29.4% stake in a 13D filing. So the chief financial officer of SBEV bought a massive amount of shares in the company. So that's the news that's going on with SBEV. Okay. Right now, from a chart perspective, it is pulling downward into what looks to be a bull pennant, a descending wedge bull reversal pennant, okay? And if it stays in this pennant and eventually breaks out, we might be able to see a upward movement. And of course, we would have resistance in the various different areas. So let's go ahead, pull the chart over a hair over here. Let's go ahead and get the Fibonacci retracement so we can get a rough idea of where the support and resistance areas are going to be. Let me go ahead and put that right up there for you. Okay, so we could see obviously that the VWAP, which is right at the 275, 276 mark, is going to be a resistance area, and it's currently sitting at a support area on the Fibonacci at around $2.62, $2.63. We need to see a bounce on that Fibonacci retracement level right there and a breakthrough the VWAP. VWAP will be a significant resistance area. We could see volume has dipped, obviously. We still got another hour before power hour, and a lot of times what ends up happening with power hour is that even when power hour starts, you don't really get the full brunt of all of the volume coming in until maybe about 15, 20, 30 minutes into it, right? And sometimes it's even later than that. There's no set gauge on it, but certainly power hour is another surge of volume, and volume is a momentum trader's friend. The trend is the friend, but volume is really your friend if you're momentum trading, because basically, again, and I say this over and over, Doubles, I say it over and over, when you break down trading, it's basically supply and demand, right? So the float is your supply and the demand is the volume. If the demand, the volume, is much higher than the volume, which much higher than the float, which is your supply of shares, generally you're going to have a parabolic move. And that's one of the reasons why it's important to have scanners that give you real-time news, pre-market, regular hours, and after hours, and also provide you with the float. A lot of the commercial stuff out there from the brokers don't tell you what the float of the stock is. So all of a sudden, a stock starts moving up, and you have no idea how many shares are available, and it turns out that there's a lot of shares that are available for trading, and then all of a sudden the price action jackknifes and you get stuck holding the bag because an algo basically was tricking people into chasing, and then they reversed hard on it because they knew that the stock had a heavy float. That's why scanners with float, super important, and you could see that our scanners have that on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side of the screen, you could see that there are, in fact, float indicated and right next to the volume, so you can compare. I could easily look at a moment's notice. I could see BENF, right? 9 million float, a little bit higher than I'd like, not horrible, a little bit higher than I like, but the volume, 267 million. Same thing with YYAI. I could see a 6 million float, 2 billion volume. Okay, that's pretty significant. Now, I'm not going to base my decision on whether or not I'm trading just on that, but I have more information. And that's why this stuff is important, right? So, you know, if you're just using one indicator like VWAP, the price action is above VWAP, I'm going to trade it. Would you build a house with just a hammer? Would you build a house with just a hammer? Would you fix a toilet with just a plunger if it needs to be repaired more in depth? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. You got people saying everything's easy. Well, I mean, you know, everything's relative, right? If you're digging a ditch, day trading is a lot easier, right? You know? But if you're losing your money, you might end up having to dig some ditches. So be careful who you listen to, folks. There's a lot of BS out there, yo. A lot of BS, baby. You indelibles, you're smart. You're smart. Don't buy into the BS, man. Let's take a look at AREB, AREB. AREB. Let's check it out. Okay. AREB. Oh, I don't even have to do anything. It looks like you were. No, it didn't change. It didn't change. What's going on with these charts? Come on, charts. Work with me, will you? There we go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. What's going on with this? All right. Big sell-off on AREB. Big sell-off. I don't even want to talk about it. Never mind. Forget about it. Currently up 41%, but a massive sell-off over here. We could see that it really sold off quite significantly. So, And we could see from the relative strength index a lot of choppiness, and this would suggest that there's a lot of algorithmic movement going on, barcoding possibly, I'm guessing. So, not really particularly interesting. Let's go back to BENF. Let's take a look at that one. And we'll keep an eye on this one. There's a lot of chatter on social media about it. It is in a bull pennant. Let me fix this right there. It is still in a bull pennant. Let's go ahead and fix it up a little. And it looks like it's trying to break out of that bull pennant. That's a good sign. So let's take a look at this before we get into the play portion of the show. We can see that it has formed the bull pennant. We could see that it has broken through resistance right over here on the Fibonacci at $1.08, $1.09, and the price action is moving up. The next resistance level would be right at around $1.22. And again, it could potentially form a double top and pull back down if it can't get enough volume to break out, because you could see that there is a top right here, and even this area right here at around $1.18 could be a resistance area as well. So we want to see clear volume coming in and a clean break from $1.22. RSI is starting to become somewhat bullish, moving into the overbought area, so we're watching that. But what I really want to see is I want to see these volume candles start getting big. And I also am saying to myself, look, it's 2:06 in the afternoon, nowhere near power hour, so I have to be aware that this could be a false breakout. Unless I see a clear break of $1.22, this can be a false breakout. Let's see what happens. It's looking good. I'm going to keep an eye on BENF. It looks pretty darn good right now, but it's going to need volume to validate. ARMP, let's check it out. And this one pumped and dumped. I'm no interest in it whatsoever at this point. I think right now we'll keep an eye on BENF, and see what happens with it. And BENF also had news, I believe, right? This is a stock with a 9 million float, 270 million overall volume. That's pretty huge. Okay, let's see what's going on. Trading higher by around 16%. Beneficial surge overnight. Let me see what it's saying. Hold on. Overnight. In after hours trading, following what? Click into that. Why did it surge? That one, yeah. What's going on with that? Why did it go up? Presented to its what? Stop moving. Breakdown of the information. Has released its it's earnings. Q1 earnings. That's what it is. Q1 earnings. Okay. Jury from from Europe said I might get in BENF if it drops a bit. You know what? It looks like the best play right now for now, right? The volume is going to be key, right? And I want to see it hold that 108. Definitely want to see it hold VWAP, right? But you can see it's also, here's another thing that's also happening. It's also forming an inverted head and shoulders. So you got a head over here, a shoulder over here, and a shoulder over here. So this is also potentially another bullish pattern. All right, and an inverted head and shoulders is basically an upside down head and shoulders, which is the opposite of a head and shoulders, which is a bearish pattern. And it's the head and shoulders has the head on the top with the shoulders, right? Inverted is the opposite. The head's on the bottom, so it's kind of like this. It's the head is doing a headstand, yeah. Right? That's what it is. Let's get a share party. Let's go to 1,200. We got 1,100 folks in here. I hope you enjoyed the power portion of the show. We'll come back to the stocks, give it a little time to cook. We'll keep an eye on BENF because it's looking kind of schmexy right now. We'll keep an eye on it. Let me go and get a dub for the Indelible Pride. I call y'all indelibles because I want you to leave an unerasable mark in the world, folks. I know you got it in you. I want you to win. I want you to succeed. I want you to inspire people. I want you to be there for people because it's a lot more fun when you got people around you to take care of and to help out, right? Right. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this, Pride. Share it up, share it up, share it up. I need your help, folks. Let's get more people in here. The more people we get in here, the more content we can put out to help y'all out. Yes, sir. Let's go, baby. And make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel at Coach Nick Money, at Coach Nick Money, and X.com at Coach Nick Money, at Coach Nick Money, Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Coach Nick Money, and Twitch at Coach Nick Money. And last but not least, we got TikTok at DBL Nicks, at DBL NICKS. And make sure you got your notifications on YouTube tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Microcap Mornings show. That show is all about finding the parabolic breakouts pre-market going into the open. So we're on for like well over an hour. going through the different stocks that are getting ready to break out, and it's strictly charting, no gaming, straight up just stocks. Just stocks. So we have a lot of fun on social media, but the Discord is very, very serious. I mean, don't get it twisted. We're cool and all that, but it's all about winning and succeeding. So go ahead and also click that link in the description and check it out with your own eyes with a 4-day trial for $9.99. When you come in, let us know that you saw us on the live stream. Let's go, baby. I'm going to go to Haunted, baby. Thank you, DBL Knicks. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Going to Haunted, baby. I'm going down to Haunted. Haunted. Actually, you know what I'm going to do, bro? I'm going to go right over here, bro. And by the way, this is the season just before we actually started playing. Remember, Doubles? We started playing this game in 2018, Doubles. It was that long ago, bro. Isn't that crazy? Wait, where they at? Where they at? Yeah, it looks like they already got there. Where are they? Where they at? Where they at, brother? Alright, gotta get something better than that. Alright. Alright. Let's go. I think they went down, bro. Alright, let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Yeah, man. Let's share it up, folks. Let's share it up. Let's get a dub for the community. Let's go, baby. Let's go. This is the play portion of Power Play. We're looking at the stocks. We're watching BENF on the chart right now. Ever so slightly broke out of a bull pennant. Hopefully you'll get some more juice and keep on moving. Moving, baby. Let's go, baby. This is not a bad drop, Doubles. Not bad at all, bro. Yeah, not bad, bro. I'm just saying, right? Not bad. All right, all right. Oh, that looks kind of nasty. I didn't realize that was going on over there, huh? Oh, boy. All right, something's happening over there. Let's go. Let's see what's going on over here. Anybody? Anybody, Doubles? Somebody here. Ooh! You can't be doing that to me, fella. Come on now. Come on, baby. I see the Pinande. I'm going to get myself some shield and keep on cooking. Share it up, folks. Got to get a victory royale for the indelible community. Come on now. Ooh. Ooh. Like that, Doubles? What do you think, bro? I know. I had to move up, though, bro. You know what I mean? I had to move up. You know why, bro? Because the stinker was up there. That stinker. He was being a stinker, I tell you. A stinker. Yo, everybody yelled at me because I don't get ammo, and I'm always looking for ammo. So now, I tell you, I got me some ammo. Ooh, I'll take that. Why not? Why not? Why not, folks? Why not? Come on, open. Says me, yo. Ooh. Ooh. That's a pretty bad AR, but I'll take it anyway. Why not? I'll take it anyway. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on now. Ooh, a rift to go? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I don't like that thing. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not my thing. It's not my play style, bruh. Bruh. It's not my style, yo. Because it's not my style, bruh. It's not my style, bruh. Come on, man. Share it up. Let's get to 1,300. Let's get to 1,300. Let's go, baby. Power play. In play. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Ooh, let's go, baby. Ooh, let's go. Why not? Doubles, why not? I'm just saying, bro. Ooh-wee. Where are we going? Where are we going? Let's go over there. Let's see. Anybody over here in Pleasant Park? Nobody. Nobody to play with. Nobody. No, 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 no. C2, nobody. Ah, there's some shooting down below. There's some shooting down below. I see them! Oh my goodness, this guy's right by the rift, bro. Come on, give me an opening. Give me an opening. Right there. Ah, come on, man. Come on. Where you at, fella? Come here. Yeah, come over here. Come over here. Here, bet. Yeah, I got it, bro. All right. Bye. See you, fella. Wouldn't want to be you. Oh, man, dude. Ah! All right. Clown. Clown! All right, let's go take a look at some of the stonks. All right, so we had that pullback. Jury was trying to see if the stock was going to pull back. It did. It pulled back to VWAP, and now it's trying to stay above VWAP. It has a bottom tail, but the bottom tail is red. We're looking at BENF, and it is still basically in a pennant formation without a lot of volume, and it did absolutely pull back. Let's go ahead and fix the pennant a little bit more. Still in a pennant formation, but now needs to break resistance at $1.08 and hold above $1.02. It is still a lot early for power hour. Power hour will happen in about 43 minutes. About 43 minutes. So we still have a lot more time to go before power hour, and it is still in a bull pennant. Now the price action has dipped. It's holding just above VWAP. VWAP is at roughly about $1.02. We want to see the price action stay above $1.02. The 9 EMA, if I stretch this out a little bit, let me stretch this out a little bit so we can take a look at this. The 9 EMA is still stacked above the VWAP, and it's forming a bottom tail, but it's still a red candle, so that suggests that there's still a lack of volume to push this up. If this candle can turn into a green candle and break resistance at $1.09, we might see another move upward. But when we look at the RSI, we can see that the RSI is in an indifferent position, smack in the middle, and it's kind of aiming downward. And what we want to not see is we don't want to see the RSI continue to dip downward. Lack of volume. So again, still not enough volume to validate a breakout. We're still watching. It does have this nice curvature over here, which would suggest a bullish pattern, but we've now turned red. As long as it stays above VWAP, I'm still thinking about it, but not yet. Not yet, folks. Not yet. I'm thinking about it, but not yet. Again, not financial advice. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. Not financial advice. You have to do your own due diligence. Always do your own due diligence. You're responsible for what you do. You're indelibles. You got this. I believe in you. Let's go, baby. SLGB. Let's check it out. SLGB. 1 million float, 1 million volume. Let's go take a look at it. SLGB. This is not it. Let's refresh the screen. Let's go. Come on, man. Come on, screen. There we go. All right. Smart Logistics Global trending upward on very light volume. It's a 1 million float stock with 1 million in volume. So the volume is very, very low. And you can see that there's a lot of sudden drops. It is trending upward. It's up 39%, but it has a lot of these fake breakouts where it breaks out and then immediately reverses, and that's a sign of lack of volume. And you can see that there was some activity over here and then a sudden drop, which would suggest some kind of an algorithmic spike. Not particularly interesting if it's going to be doing that. It needs more volume. It needs more volume. So let's go to YYAI. Again, not a ticker that I personally am considering trading, but it did form a double top over here. It flushed down, and it's trying to form a cup and handle and break out of this particular VWAP position of 16 cents. But you have indecisiveness on the RSI and lack of volume for the time being. So that's what's going on with it. And because it's a 16, 15 cent stock, it's going to be choppy, 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 choppy. DZZ. DZZ, let's go check that one out. This ran a little bit yesterday. Again, moving on relatively low volume, only at 1 million shares, but it is trending upward. Yeah, and it is one of the top gainers at 65%, so we're just going to make a notable mention of it. It needs volume, definitely needs volume. That's DZZ, DZZ. Let's take a look at AREB, AREB, AREB. AREB is trending upward. AREB is a 5 million float stock with 40 million in volume, so that's good. It's above VWAP, but we have indecisiveness at this point with the RSI and lack of volume. Again, we still got a long way to go before power hour actually begins, but we'll give it a little trend line. It is staying friends with the trend, and it is generally drifting on up in a upward momentum type of situation. The next one's we're going to look at is BNBX. BNBX, still in that pennant formation, but struggling to stay in that pennant formation. And if you were in the stream earlier, you would know that I had my reservations about this stock because the 5-minute candle over here had a very big top wick and then a major red reversal stock. So that makes it very untrustworthy to me. It is holding close to the VWAP. It's slightly below the VWAP. It is in a bull pennant type of a format. Maybe volume will help it out, but we see that the RSI continues to dip down towards oversold. So unless there's a correction on the RSI and we start seeing some more volume, it's a type of situation. Back to BENF. Let's take a look at that one. BENF, still interesting, still holding up above the VWAP. I like that. I like that. It has broken ever so slightly above $1.90. I want to see some more volume come in. There's still indecisiveness on the RSI. Volume is still low, but again, we still have a long way to go. Yuri said that he just scalped 163. Nice. Nice. Let's go. Nice. I like it. What was your entry and what was your exit? What were you scalping from? Were you scalping from VWAP to the $8, $9? Let me know. I'm just curious. That's very impressive, brother. Yeah, put it in the chat. Let me know what the deal is with that. All right, we're going to jump into another game and then come back and check out what's going on with the charts. Again, the games give us a way to break away from this a little bit. And then when we come back, there's enough time that's gone by so that we can see what progress these tickers have made and if any other new stocks come in. So it works out well. Indelibles, let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go get a dub, man. I got to play better than this, DBL Moms. I'm like, I'm better than that. I'm better than that. I'm better than that. Let's share it up, folks. We're at almost 1,500 folks watching the stream. Let's share it up. Let's get to 1,600, 1,700, 2,000, 2,000. Let's get some Coach Love in here. Thank you very much. 104. And wow, nice. Good for you, brother. Wow. Good, good, good. I'm glad that you're able to get in and out of those positions quickly. You know, there's something to be said about being able to scalp real fast, man. You know, that stuff adds up very quickly. And that's 163 euros, which is probably about, I'm guessing about $200 more or less. That's a nice one. Nice one. Let's go, baby. Let's go. So 104 would be right around here. You got yourself in right around here. And you got yourself out. 104 would be right around here. And you got out at 112, right around this candle, right over. Hold on. Fortnite is holding my mouse here. Hold on. right around here. Yep. Not bad. Not bad. Good play, man. Let's go, baby. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's go. There's something to be said about scalping. Especially when you're greenable, baby. Let's go. Be green. My favorite color. Green is good, baby. Woo! Woo! All right, let's get a dub, man. I got to get a dub. This is not even breaking. What? What? I got to get a dub, bro. BBL moms, I need a dub. Yes, the minute candle is way more reactive. I'll put it on there for you right now while we're getting into the game so you can keep an eye on it. Yeah, the minute candle is way more reactive. Way more. But for the stream, I put it on the 5-minute because it makes it easier for people to see what's going on. We'll go right over here. Let's go right over there. Let's go, baby. Yep. And you got to have good internet, man. I'm telling you. You don't want anything lagging. Definitely got to have good internet. 1 gig, 2 gigs, like that, you know? Sounds like you've been trading for a while, Yuri. All right, let's get that dub, DBL moms. Let's go. Oh man, this guy's getting to the landing spot way before me. Keep going. Don't land there. Keep going. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, leave my stuff alone, yo. Leave my stuff alone. Get out of there, fella. Let me get myself some loot and get going. Ooh-wee. Here we go. Here we go, baby. That's not a weapon I really want. Not a weapon I really want, but we'll take it. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh, let's go, baby. Let's go. Ooh-wee. You started 3 weeks ago, and you got lucky with DFLI. Made 6K. Let's go, bro. Okay, now that is a blessing, and it could be a curse, because early victories can make you do things that you shouldn't be doing, so be careful. But I think you got this under control. I would say, I could tell by the way you're speaking that you're not one to be reckless. You don't want to be reckless. All right, let's see if there's anybody here. That being said, in Fortnite, sometimes I am reckless. Sometimes. Sometimes. Ooh, I like that, bro. Not bad. Not bad, I tell you. Not bad. Let's go with that. Why not? Why not? That is awesome. And it seems like you're rocking it. You sound like a natural, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go, baby. All right, fella. This guy is ornery. He's trying to be ornery. Woo-wee! see you, fella. Wouldn't want to be you. I know when to retreat. I can't find you. I'm not going to look for you. I need mats, bro. I need mats. This guy was wrecking my day. No, sir. Don't like that. Wasn't being friendly to the coach. Let's go, baby. Gotta get some mats, get into the zone a little bit. Get all my shield together situated. Get some ammo, maybe. Why not? Why not, fellas? Let's go, baby. Let's go. ARMP moving up ever so slightly, but more importantly, we're looking at BENF. BNEF is making its way up $1.15. Let's go, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, here we go. Let's go, baby. A question on ENBF or BENF? Which one are you talking about? Here, let me see if that's even a ticker. I don't think that's a ticker. Let me see. Let me check. Maybe I'm wrong. ENBF? No, that's not a ticker. I think you mean BENF. Sure. What's the question? I think you're talking about BENF. Just verify that you're talking about BENF, okay? Yeah, entries and exits are things that you have to decide on your own. We're not financial or stock advisors, so we're not able to tell you stuff like that. But I can tell you that there's support at 102, because you can see that for yourself. There's support at 102, and there's resistance at around 108. And right now, the volume is not in it yet, just yet. It's still early for power hour, so not very high volume time frame right now. Not very high volume. And we also have support at around 90-ish cents as well. So it's basically sitting between two support and resistance areas around $1.02, $1.08, give or take. Ooh, I gotta get out of here. The storm's here. I didn't even see that. All right, let's go. Let's rift out of here. Let's rift out of here. I wasn't paying attention to the storm. Let's share it up. We got almost 1,600 folks in the stream. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Out of the storm. Out of the storm. Out of the storm. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Somebody right over there. See him? Somebody landed down there. Let's see if we can get a hold of them. Let's see if we can get a hold of somebody right over here. There he goes, right there. Why not? Why not? Let's tag this guy a little bit, can we? Shall we? Shall we tag him? Why not? Let's get him. Come on, fella. All right, that's it, bro. Keep running, fella. Ooh, somebody's tagging that guy. I gotta get out of here, fellas. I gotta get out of here because there's other folks involved in this melee, fellas. Oh my! Time to leave the area. I would say. Let's go. Ooh, there was another rift right there too. I kind of blew it. I should have took that rift, bro. Should have took that. Coulda, shoulda, woulda took that rift right there. I coulda, shoulda. I coulda, shoulda. It's all right. No problem. Let's go, baby. Little tagging back and forth. Never hurt nobody, right? All right. Let's get to the other rift. Let's get into zone. Let's get into zone, baby. 126. Let's go. Got to get over that 125 mark. Resistance at 125. Let's go, baby. Let's go. BENF seems to be the star right now. There's a lot of folks watching it. Saw a lot of people chattering about it on social media. Social media. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Sometimes that's good. Sometimes that's bad, doubles, right? But so far, BENF up 144%. Bullish. Top tail. Needs to hold above a 125. Resistance and support area. There's people fighting right here, bro. See that? I don't know if I want to... You know what? You know what? There's too much attention going on over here. I'm gonna get myself right over here and see if I can tag this guy. There he goes. He's moving. I'm getting shot at, bro. Let me go to this launch pad. You know what, bro? Too much going on, bro. Time to go, fellas. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Toodaloo. Toodaloo. Man, there's people everywhere, bro. There are people everywhere, bro. I feel like I should push this guy, though. I think I'm gonna push him. Problem is, he's in the house, and I don't know where he's at. There we go. No. No, he's still in the house. Man. Oh my goodness, bro. What is up with these guys? They are sweaty. Mio mio. What the heck?
Did you do the regular Fortnite?
Ooh, I did do regular. I did regular. I think I was winning too much when I was playing. And I think they kind of put me in a higher category. No problem. I don't mind. I don't mind. I'm just going to look at the stonks. That's it. I'm going to look at the stonks right now. We still got 35. What is it? 2:38. We still got another 22 minutes before power hour. Let me claim my rewards, bro. Let me claim my rewards. Look at that. All right. Let's get back to the game. Let's get back to the game over here. Put the game over here. Let's see what's going on with the stonks. We got 1,700 folks in the audience. Let's do a share party. Let's get to 2,000, folks. Let's get to 2,000. 2,000. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel at Coach Dick Money and x.com at Coach Dick Money. At Coach Dick Money. We are looking at BENF. BENF. It has formed the bull pattern. Now is a critical time. Look, this could be a potential double top, or it could be a continuation of a breakout with the bull pennant. Volume will dictate. Looks like volume is definitely starting to come in. It's still early, so it's going to need more volume to stay above that $1.25, $1.24 area. Okay, yep, it is pulling back, and that makes sense because we still don't have the full attention of a full power hour type of a surge in volume, and we also see a double top on both sides here, a top here and a top there. So this price action could come down. The key is going to be, will it be able to break above the $1.25 and give us another leg? But we see that the RSI is in fact dipping, and we could see that The volume is still very light. Again, it's still early, so we'll see what happens. Look at all this volume that happened when this price spike happened over here earlier in the day at around 9:45 in the morning Eastern Standard. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. We're looking at BENF. Let's check out some other tickers. Let's take a look at ARMP. It pumped really hard, relatively quickly, and then came crashing down. And right now, it's making its way back up to VWAP, so that's good. All right. Let's get rid of this. We don't need this. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. It's moving on relatively light volume, 9 million volume. The float is 11 million. It doesn't have a lot of volume, so I don't trust it. Without volume, I don't trust it, but it is breaking VWAP, and we still have some time for power hour to start. Power hour 20 minutes, and again, it's not like 20 minutes power hour hits and then all of a sudden volume just surges in. It usually builds up, doubles, you know what I mean? It builds up, you know what I mean? Yes, sir. So ARMP currently up 151%, BENF up 143%, YYAI, a penny stock, very, very inexpensive, very, very, very inexpensive, but a lot of attention on it. Well over 2 billion eyes on this particular stock. Let's narrow this down a little bit and see what's going on with it. We can see that it had formed a double top bear pattern. It flushed, it recovered, it's above VWAP. VWAP 16 cents. It's currently 17 cents. Again, this is going to be a much more risky play because of the price that it's at. It's a very low price, but we'll get a Fibonacci for it. Why not, doubles? Let's do a little Fibonacci retracement. It had a high of just shy of 24 cents. That was the high earlier in the day. All right, let's see what's going on over here with the Fibonacci retracement. Let's go ahead and give it one. Boom. All right, so we got resistance, obviously at 19 cents, but I would say that there's also resistance at 18 cents. I would say every single penny is, for the most part, resistance, but you're going to have harder resistance at 19 and then 21, obviously, where this topped off right over here and where you had a wick over here. So if it can break 21, you could have maybe a significant movement upward. But again, high risk, very inexpensive stock. It's going to be choppy as can be. DZZ. Let's take a look at that one. DZZ breaking the upward trend, moving on very light volume. I don't know. Only a million million in volume. Not very impressive. Let's take a look at BNBX. BNBX is also in a pennant, but again, as I said earlier, I don't trust this one too much because it pumped up really hard and then flushed right back. Let me put it on a 5-minute chart. It'll be a little bit more visible. We could see on the 5-minute chart how it popped up, top wicked with the first green candle, and then came crashing down. Right now, it's hugging the VWAP, but without volume. It's not that schmexy, but again, there's more time for it to potentially happen. But you can see right now it's actually starting to break down, and you can see that the RSI is starting to dip. So unless volume comes in, like that, doubles, AREB, AREB. Let's go back to that one. Still trending upward, still showing strength. Currently up 47%, a 5 million float stock, not a lot of float. If I remember correctly, this one has a history of diluting, so I'm a little concerned about that. And you could see a lot of drop-offs, so that's usually an indication of either algorithmic manipulation or dilution as the stock price starts to move upward. So we'll see what happens. AREB, we'll see what happens. SBEV has a history of running crazy parabolic. It was $113 back in March. Right now, it has formed a descending wedge bull reversal pattern. Okay, but it's currently below VWAP and it needs to curl up. We have indecisiveness on the RSI and a significant drop, even more so in volume. So it's going to need volume. It isn't a descending wedge bull reversal pattern, but it needs volume to turn. All right, so that's what's going on with these two. Let's go get a dub, and then we'll review some more stonks as we get closer to power hour. We're almost at 2,000, folks. Let's share it up. And if you have any tickers that you want to put in the mix, put it in the chat and we'll take a look at it. If you have questions, put it in the chat. If you want to say hello to the coach, put it in the chat. If you want to say hello to Doubles or DBL Moms, the Serengeti specialists, they always like hearing from y'all. So go ahead and say hello. Hello. Let's go back to BENF. BENF seems to have the cleanest chart, you know. It is pulling back. Hopefully this is not a double top. Let's look at it from a different angle. We can also look at it from a channel perspective. So let me go ahead and move the pennant out of here, and let's look at it from a different perspective. Let's look at it from a channel. Let's look at it from a channel perspective. right? So if we look at it from a channel, let's go get that right over there, right there, right there, right there. We can see that the price action for the most part is staying within this channel right here and moving upward, right? So that's what's going on with it. All right. So what we want to see is we definitely want to see it hold above the VWAP, which is the green line. And we want to see it break through this upper band right over here, which is roughly about $1.30, $1.35, something like that. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. And yeah, that's basically what's going on. Let's go to Viking. Viking. I've been landing in other places just to check different things out. But now it's time to go back to what we know, Doubles. Let's go, baby. Let's share it up. We got over 2,000. Thank you so much. Doubles. Should we go for 2,100? Let's go for 2,100.
Yes,
let's go, baby. Woo! Right now, BENF pulling back down. We'll put a Fibonacci on it on the next analysis that we do. We want to see it break up over the 125 mark. 125. 120 to 125 should be a significant resistance area. It's holding just below the 9 EMA. There's some separation between the 9 EMA and the VWAP. We generally want the VWAP to trail relatively closely to the 9 EMA. And there's some indecisiveness on the relative strength index. So let's see what happens. Keeping an eye on it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. All right, Doubles. I'm landing. There's people here. And I don't care, because I don't mind. I don't mind the challenge. Ooh, oh, look what I got, Doubles. P90. No, there's more than one person, bro. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro. Bruh. Get out of here, bro. I know. You know, bro, I had my half pot and everything, you know? No, I'm playing Fortnite right now, bro. I don't multitask like that. Yeah, I'm too busy doing multiple things, but I'm just looking at it and analyzing what I see. Yeah, are you still in it? There's somebody else here, you know that, right, bro? And you know they're camping, right, bro? You know that. You know that's happening. Right there.
There he is.
Ooh! Ooh! Yummy! Come on, fella! What's up with that? What's up? What's up? What's happening? Yummy! Yo, are you in it right now? Woo! Let's go, baby. Maybe I'll rock 2 of these bad boys while we're waiting. Why not? Why not, bro? Why not? They won't expect that, Doubles. You know they're not going to expect that, bro. No. No, sir. Yummy. Let's go. I think there was just 2 people here, bro. All right. YYAI moving up ever so slightly up. 18 cents. Ooh. Should I take this, bro? Maybe, right? Why not? Why not, bro? Why not? Maybe I should take that. I don't really like it, but whatever. Gives us something else to play with, you know? Let's go, baby! Let's go, baby! Let's go! Let's go, baby! Let's go! What is that, dude? Look at that. What is that? Ooh, there's a half pot over here, too. Look at that. You see that, Doubles? Ooh, I feel like I should take this, bro. You know what? I'm taking it. I'm taking the heels, bro. I'm taking the heels, bro. Taking the heels. I'm taking it, bro. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. All right. All right, let's get into zone. Let's get into zone, fellas. Let's see if we can land on somebody. Got some decent mats. Why not? Right? Why not? Why not? Let's go, baby. Might go in at 104. Just above VWAP. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Let's go, baby. All right, let's keep an eye on what's going on over here with Greasy. Nothing. Nothing, honey. Nothing in Greasy, Doubles. Nothing in Greasy. Nothing in Greasy. Let's get some mats, bro. Why not? Why not? Let's go, baby. Let's go. Gonna knock these trees down. I want some attention. Come and show me some love. Come on. I challenge you. We got 2,100 folks. Let's get a share party, Doubles. Let's go, baby. Share it up, share it up, share it up. Woo-wee. Let's go, baby. What y'all got going on? Any enemies here? Anybody? Anybody want to come play with the coach? Come on now. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Woo-wee. Oh, yeah. Look at that. I got myself 2 Slurpee Slurps. Let's go, baby. $100 again. Let's go, baby.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. The early bird gets the cash, baby. Let's go. That's what I want to hear, brother. Good news. Let's go, brother. Let's go. Man, you're crushing it, bro. All right. Let's get in. And what else is moving? ARMP is moving ever so slightly, 51%. 41 million float, 5 million volume. Oh, other way around. 5 million volume, 41 million float. Anything over here? What's that? No, I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. That I could use. Why not? Why not, Doubles? Why not? All right, Doubles, here we go. Moving in. Come on, crew. Let's get it to 2,300. Let's share it up.
Yes, sir.
Gotta get a dub, bro. I feel like, you know, I feel like, get so close and then I make a mistake or something. It's annoying. I love this game, but it annoys me. Huh? Be quiet, Doubles. Stop messing with me, fella. Stop messing with the coach, fella. Uh-huh. 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 Ooh-wee. Let's go, baby. Why not? Why not? Perhaps. 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 Here we go, brother. Ooh-wee. All right, all right. 2,200. Let's go for 2,300. 2,300. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Ooh, a rift to go? I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, man. Yeah, I'll take that. Why not? Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Where's the rift, bro? Back there, right? I got time. Let's rift, bro. Why not? Why not? Why not? I tell ya. Let's get that share party going on. Let's get the 2,300 doubles. ARMP moving up. Price action 116. Yuri is in BNF. I think he's still in it. BNBX dip buy now. Is that what you're doing? Okay. We'll get that on the screen as soon as we get out of the game. We'll check out all these stonks all over again. As soon as we get out of this game, look at what. Wow, look at look at what's going on in Salty, bro. Look at Salty Doubles. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Salty Springs. My goodness. My goodness. Wow. 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 Enemy right there, bro. See him? He's gonna try to shoot at me too, bro. Yeah, I know. I know what you're gonna do. I know what you're gonna do, bro. I know what you're trying to do, fella. I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do, buddy. Wow. 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 Alright, alright. Let's hit this rift over here, bro. Why not? Why not? Get some lift. Woo-wee. Not in anything right now. Yeah, but we're getting darn close to power hour, so sounds like a pretty good decision. Let the dust start to settle a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yep, yippers. Somebody shooting below. Retail row. Little activity going on in retail row. Who's he shooting at? Oh my, they're fighting. I feel like I should partake in the festivities, right? Oh my, look at this guy with this thing. Ooh, ping, ping, ping. It's okay. Just wanted to do some tagging. Wanted to say hello. Why not? Why not? We don't need to get fancy about it. All right, let's get ourselves in a little bit more. Yes, sir. Let's see if we can catch somebody coming out of Tomaida. Anybody coming out of Tomaida? Anyone? Somebody? Scream! Let's go, baby. Let's get to 2,300. We're almost there. Let's go. Let's go. BNX moving up to 49%. SBEV 39%. BENF pulling back down 134%. All right, let's go, bro. Let's go. Get some more mats. Why not? Let's get into the zone. Let's see if there's anything over here first before we go. Anything worthwhile? Nope. Nope. Nothing, nothing. Nothing, honey.
Nothing, honey.
Nothing, honey. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. All right. What do we got over here? What do we got? What do we got? Anything? Anybody? Anybody want to play with the coach? Come on now. Anybody? Anybody want to play with the coach? Anybody? Somebody? Come on, let's share it up. Let's get to 2,500. Let's go, baby. BNF trying to make its way back up. 9 million float. 294 million volume, up 142%, currently $1.18, trying to break that center line of that upward channel. We're seeing what's going on with that. AREB up 56%, AREB 56% moving up, SBEV moving back up after dipping 36%. That's what we got going on right now. A little bit of enemy action right there. Let's see if we can get some tags off this fella. Come on, not yet? How about now? How about now, fella? All right, all right, all right. All right, all right. I love it when a plan comes together, Doubles.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Oh, yes, sir. A lot of loot there, bro. That's all right. Oh, we gotta move, brother. We gots to move, fella. All right. Maybe we'll go down there. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not, Doubles? Why not? I could use the mats, bro. Oh! Now I got height, fella. I had height. Oh, well. He came back down, fella. The guy came back down. Ooh, I still got a rift, bro. I still got me a rift. Let's go, baby. Ooh-wee, baby. I want to get to this other rift right here. Box up right by the rift, baby. Let's go, baby. Ooh, there's an enemy right there, bro. Bruh, bruh, bruh. Come on. Yes, sir. Yeah. Let's go, baby. Mi casa, no su casa. What's up, baby? Share it up, share it up. We're almost at 2,500. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Almost 2,500. Thank you, folks. You are amazing, Indelibles. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel at Coach Nick Money.
Coach Nick Money.
X.com at Coach Nick Money.
Coach Nick Money.
And make sure you get yourself into that 4-day trial for $9.99 for the Discord community. The community's off the charts, and it has amazing tools like the scanners, multiple different scanners, news, and much, much more, baby. Go ahead and click the link in the description. I'm going to go and rift myself into position. Oh, man, this guy's got a good spot, bro. Kind of, sort of. But oh, this guy's trying to shoot me out of the sky, bro. Look at that. This turkey's trying to shoot me out of the sky, brother. Maybe we'll surprise him. Why not? Why not? He don't know I'm here, bro. Where is he, bro? Is he this bush? All right. Let's get that share party going. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
Oh, now.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Man, this is a rough spot to be in, bro. Bye. See you. Bye-bye, schmucko. Bye, schmuck. Ha-ha. Oh my goodness, bro.
Oh, geez.
I had to play it like that, bro. I had to. All right, time to look at the stocks. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Stock time. Let's go take a look at what's going on. It's now Power Hour. Let's go, baby. Power Hour. Let's go. All right, let's see what's going on. Let's get rid of this channel right now. Well, no, we'll keep the channel. Let's go ahead and give it a Fibonacci so we can do a little retracement and see exactly where the resistance and support areas are on BENF. We could see that we still have some indecisiveness on the RSI. Volume still hasn't peaked in. Again, it's just the beginning of Power Hour. We could see that VWAP is pretty much right at the same level at around $1.02, and also $1.03, $1.02. That's roughly where the Fibonacci support area is. Resistance right now is still at $1.16. We'll probably see some more resistance at around $1.23, 24, 25. And then the big resistance will probably be at 133, but it's going to need volume to get there. Support is, if it drops, would be right around 90 cents. Hopefully it doesn't drop that much. It's in this channel. It's still in this channel. If it pulls back to about $1.07-ish and can hold it and bounce back up, that would be lovely too. Why not? Why not? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Not financial advice, not stock advice, just telling you what I'm seeing for myself. Yes, sir. So that is BENF. Let's take a look at ARMP. ARMP moving on relatively light volume. Float is 11 million and the volume is 11 million, and it is struggling to break through VWAP. It was very, very parabolic early. We called it in the Discord at $5.95 before this big parabolic run to $16.34. But right now, it's below VWAP. You have indecisiveness. Without volume, this is not particularly interesting. I almost got in at 90 cents earlier, bashing myself now. You know what? Don't worry about it, man. One thing that I learned is there's always another runner. There's always another one. And what you don't want to do is you don't want to get into FOMO and make the wrong decision. You know what I mean? If it doesn't feel right, just reset. You know, you're not gonna get every single one of them, and it's okay. It's okay. You just want to win more than you lose. You want to win bigger than you lose. You know what I mean? And cut the losses. Don't stay in bad trades. You know, YYAI penny stock. YYAI penny stock. Let's check it out. I'm not touching ARMP. I don't blame you. I don't like it. I don't like it. The only one that looks kind of interesting so far is BENF, and I'm not totally sold on it yet. YYAI, it's a penny stock. I don't love it, but it is above VWAP. Resistance is going to be around 19 cents. Support is around 16 cents where VWAP is. It looks like it's forming a cup and handle, but again, that doesn't matter that much with these cheap stocks. I mean, they could just flush at the moment's notice, or they could run parabolic at the moment's notice. But what concerns me about this particular stock is these top wicks. So unless I see a break of 18 cents, all right, but you're up 111%. So gotta be fair to YYAI. AREB. Let's take a look at this one. It is continuing the trend. This one also is kind of iffy with me because look at all these drops over here, and this stock does have a history of dropping. But that being said, it is up 61% and it is a low float at 5 million. Currently has 42 million in volume, but right now not a heck of a lot of volume, but we are getting an RSI that's moving upwards. So I'm going to keep an eye on this one. This looks like it's forming a pennant as well. But again, I don't like these sudden drops that are occurring with this particular ticker. So I'm always going to be very careful with AREB. AREB has a tendency of flushing, and we don't want no flushing. We don't want it. We don't want it. But it looks like it might be forming a flat top breakout. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with this. We'll keep an eye on it. All right. Right there. Okay. And you can see that it dropped significantly. Look at that. Look at that. Like when I start to really bring this down, it doesn't look so sexy anymore. All right. SBEV. This one ran like a monster in March. $118. Currently forming a descending wedge, bull reversal. But it has not really broken above VWAP yet. So, like that, you know? All right, let's see what else we got. Let's take a look at BNBX. That's another ticker that's on the scanner. And it is failing on the pennant. So I would say we go back to BENF and see what that's doing. BENF, still channeling upward, Okay, folks, so that's pretty much it for the show. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We got a lot of great content on the YouTube channel, We had multiple videos done on BYND from when it was running in the very beginning to now by our very own DBL Moms. She's all over it. A lot of great DD videos, due diligence videos, a lot of good stuff at Coach Money. At Coach Money. Also, you're going to want to follow us on X.com. If you're not following on X.com, go ahead and follow at X.com at Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money, aka Twitter, at Coach Nick Money. We have 24 hours a day, 7 days a week financial news that we post about. And in addition to that, we also have pre-market, regular hours, and after-hours coverage of microcap and small-cap stocks, technical analysis, news, and much, much more. Go ahead and follow on Twitter, X.com, aka X.com. No, we go into Power Hour, and that's it. We've already been streaming for an hour and a half, brother. We've been streaming for an hour and a half. I want to get some trading in as well. That's the reason why, brother. Okay. In addition to that, we got Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money. And of course, we're also streaming live on Twitch at Coach Nick Money. And we're on TikTok at DBL Nicks. At DBL NICKS. And the screen name is Coach Nick Money. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to come and check out the Discord. The Discord is absolute fire, a great community, but much, much more than that. We focus on education and tools to help better ourselves and our community members. We want everyone to succeed. It is a cool community. No hype, no baloney, right? And plenty of tools. We have search tools so that you could search news on why particular stickers are moving. We have scanners that keep track of the biggest movers. You're looking at one of the scanners. The scanners provide float and volume, not just volume, which is super important, the direction that the stock is going in at the particular moment, and hyperlinks to further information about the specific stocks so you can take a look at what's going on with their filings. Do they have shelf registrations? Do they not have shelf registrations? Have they put a material filing for an 8K? Did they do a quarterly earnings? What's going on? All of that is available, plus the latest press releases. All of that is in the Discord. And more importantly, we have an early watch list that we create the night before for the next day at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And a lot of times we get a lot of those tickers running the next day 100% or more. Can't guarantee it happens all the time, but it happens a lot. And a lot of times we get 1, 2, 3, sometimes even 4 of those early watch list tickers that are absolute monsters the next day. Like, for example, BENF. We alerted it at 78 cents, my friend, at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the Discord, and it hit $1.40. We even alerted SBEF as well, and ARAB. This all was alerted at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the Discord. So go ahead and click the link for the 4-day trial and check it out. It's $9.99. We'd love to see you. Yuri, thank you so much. It was a pleasure chatting with you. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. We got the early show, which is Microcap Mornings at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube at Coach Nick Money. And we also will have the Power Hour again, the Power Play Show, right? Power Play Show, this show tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Yuri says, BENF opportunity now. You know, I think if it holds this trend line right here, it could potentially be okay. And if it definitely holds the VWAP and bounces back up, potentially. But I want to see it hold above VWAP. That's how I would trade it. Again, not financial advice because I'm not a stock advisor, but I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. And it still looks relatively okay. It's still in that channel of opportunity for the time being. If it breaks below VWAP, then there's a degree of insecurity. Slump said, great stream, was in here this morning. Thanks for the help. My pleasure, brother. My pleasure. So guys, if you have questions or anything like that, chat it up in the chat. It's always refreshing to be able to speak to y'all. It's a lot more fun. I want to say that I appreciate everything that you guys do when you come and watch and participate. Thank you so much today for having 10,000 people in the morning stream and having almost 3,000 people in the Power Play stream. Thank you so much. You guys are incredible and you are indelibles. I want you to leave your mark, make it unerasable, make it indelible. That's why I call you indelibles. You guys are awesome. Achieve your greatest successes and your wishes and your dreams. Be inspirational to others. Be the good people that you are. And be helpful to others, because you know what? It's always fun when you're helping out other people. I love seeing people win. Just saying. It's Coach Nick Money.
And DBL Nicks.
And DBL Nicks, a.k.a.
The
the Rainmaker and the secret weapon. We're unleashing her, the Serengeti Specialist, the ABCD Specialist, DBL Moms. All right, we're out of here. Love you guys. Thank you so much for participating. We'll speak to you soon.